Our every tactic failed. Brainiac came to Earth to destroy it. And he was winning. Then, a dying version of Earth's greatest villain brought us a weapon from the future, stolen from Brainiac himself. New heroes to withstand Brainiac. And new villains to exploit the madness. I will train these heroes to fight the sick chaos of the Joker and the evils that face us all. I am Batman, and the battle has only begun.
Hi guys, my name is Ember Strife, and today we're playing the Batman Mentor starting area of DC Universe Online. As always, I've skipped the tutorial for you guys, and we're just going to jump into doing quests.
But Scarecrow busted out of Arkham Asylum and is nuking the East End with fear gas. The GCPD and Hazmat just can't handle this alone. If you see Lieutenant Bullock on site, don't tell him I said that, okay? He's real touchy about heroes.
So, the Batman-inspired costume thing doesn't really work that well, or it doesn't look that great, so I just modeled my character after Batgirl. I tried to get it as close as I could to her. Alright, and right after, actually, let me go ahead and complete the quest.
This is Batman. I understand you just destroyed a Brainiac harvester ship. Impressive. Let's see if you can handle hero work on the ground. The Scarecrow has escaped from Arkham Asylum and is filling the East End with fear gas. Ready to face your nightmares?
And we're gonna go see about Scarecrow right after I do this race. Alright, and we're back. Right behind us in this parking garage is our first quest area, but on top of this building is our first collectible, so it's a bit out of the way, but for this starting area I'm using acrobatics for my movement speed. I think this is the first time I've used acrobatics. It might be the only time. We'll see.
This is Vicki, Vale, and JLA Watch. The Batman, Gotham's very own caped crusader, a vigilante who works outside the law to eradicate all crime. Now he joins Superman and Wonder Woman to lead our new heroes against Brainiac and all other threats. Reports that his vast computer database is connected to all possible data. He is said to be
Don't hurt me!
Welcome to a typical night in Gotham. Scarecrow's gang has overrun the East End, pumping fear gas into the atmosphere. They're using an abandoned construction site to distribute fear gas foggers to the rest of Gotham. Shut them down before they panic the entire city.
Alright, that was kind of weird that the collectible audio text for that, like, staticked out or something. I don't know, it's never done that before. The next one's right on top of the building that you're doing the quest on.
Experiment 905.
What's the
Roosevelt
matter?
said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. He was, of course, utter.
Oops, threw that at the wrong person. My bad! My power for this time around is gadgets. I felt gadgets with martial arts and acrobatic movement fit with Batman or Batgirl very well. The martial arts ranged ability looks a lot like Batarangs anyways. And I think gadgets, the gadget power is designed with Batman and Joker in mind. Some of the final gadget powers that you get are things like Joker bombs and like a Joker box that you hide in that acts like a shield. And some of the beginning ones I think are more Batman themed. Like right now I have a grapple kind of hook ability that will pull enemies toward me, and the second ability is a sticky bomb. So those are both Batman-ish, I guess. Basically all you have to do is beat up, what are they called? Screamers? Yeah, you just beat up Screamers until you get, well, you have to beat up 15 anyways, and that should give you the 25 fear collector things you need. I'm not sure what these random citizens are doing in here, like that one that disappeared. Not sure what that's about. We're gonna go over here to, well, try to get somewhere safe and turn this in.
Scarecrow's thugs are as crazy as he is, and that's saying something. The more of them you put back in Arkham Asylum, the better.
So the next quest area is just
The
down
gas
here.
areas of the East End are a living nightmare. Gotham Hazmat is overwhelmed. Help them maintain control, but be careful. The gas will make you pick up on the fears of those around you, or create your own nightmares.
Let's see, there is a quest guy here. But before we do that,
Hey, so you should know that people everywhere can use your help. Usually you'll find them near crisis spots in the city. Here's one. See if you can lend a hand?
so just south of the quest giver is the next investigation collectible.
Experiment 910. To equate the nervousness of a first date with the sheer terror one must feel in a plane crash does a disservice to us all.
This next brief location is pretty hard to find, and it's very carefully get to it. There we go. It's right on top of this sign on the same building that you just got the investigation.
Oh, are these big bad hallucinations of the Scarecrow scaring you? Well, I know what you're really afraid of. Me! I'm not even here, and you're hallucinating my voice. But you'll be seeing me soon enough, and there'll be enough nightmares for everyone.
I just get so giddy every time I hear the Joker. I don't know what it is. The next one is on the same building at the very top.
Vicki Vale with an urgent Gotham Now alert. The crazed criminal scientist called the Scarecrow has escaped from Arkham Asylum and is reportedly loose on the East End. This fear-obsessed villain uses airborne gas to create terrifying hallucinations. The GCPD and Gotham Hazmat are in the area, but can even Batman stop Scarecrow's latest reign of terror? This is Vicki Vale for Gotham Now.
Oh man, good thing you're here. Look, I sent my team in, but Scarecrow's goons are still pumping gas into the air and taking out any hazmat they see. Can you help us out?
I like how the hazmat guy actually sounds like he's in a suit.
You don't understand. They're coming for me.
These things you don't have to hit very much and they'll go away. Like you don't have to get the bar all the way down for them to disappear. For these, you just have to knock out the hallucinations until the hazmat guys get there, and you have to do this 5 times. I'll try to go through, you have a lot to do in this area. I'll try to go through each one of them at least once and then skip ahead so that I'm not sitting here doing the same thing about 20 times.
Don't hurt me.
The sticky bomb is really good for AoE. Why did my camera do that? But if you have a group of people, it's really... Okay, he's just gonna run away. Oh, he stunned me. If you have martial arts, the the melee attack. There's a melee and a ranged attack for every weapon ability. God, these are just, they want that guy so bad, they're just gonna run him down. But the melee ability on martial arts, I think it's on every weapon, but especially on martial arts,
You saved my life.
it does AoE damage. So if you have a bunch of enemies to kill, it's a good idea to round them up. Not too many because you could die, but it's a good idea to round them up. Use your melee attack and sticky bomb them. That's a lot of AoE damage if you have this power weapon combination. So like right now I'm hitting the Shrieker and the gas fogger. So you have to destroy 7 of those. I was talking for the last time, so I'll explain this better. There's gonna be like a Screamer and a Shrieker, or 2 different types of mobs near a hazmat guy. So you have to beat them and then save the hazmat guy. So you have to do that 10 times.
Scared?
And then you just have to beat up at least 20 of these guys, which you should get in the process of getting these foggers down, and also defending the hazmat workers. So, kill fogger, or just, yeah, destroy foggers, beat up guys, defend hazmat people, and then guard civilians until the hazmat people can get there. It's a lot, and it's hard to keep track of, but luckily they're all in the same spot. So I will see you guys when I've done all that. Alright, so I think I've got everything done now.
Good job smashing those foggers. Scarecrow's gas creates hallucinations from the fear centers of the brain. So strong they can cause trauma, even death.
Alright, let's try to... Another cool thing about acrobatics is that you can just run along walls.
An antidote for the gas, but that's not enough to stop Scarecrow's thugs. We have to get the fear gas barrels off the street. Get to their supply depot by the chemical factory. No matter what you see, don't let the effects of the fear gas scare you off.
So here's the next quest area, but just up here on this corner is a collectible.
Code 30. Code 30. Officer needs assistance. Scarecrow's thugs and fear gas are overwhelming rescue efforts at the East End Clinic. We need hazmat to clear the area. I've never seen anything like this. It's a mass hallucination. Like your worst nightmares are real. No, 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 stay away!
That was probably supposed to be really dramatic, but just the way you said that was funny.
Gas barrels all over the place out there. We sent hazmat teams to find and secure any barrels they find. If you see any, give them a hand, will you? We need to get the fear gas out of here before everybody goes crazy.
I thought he was done talking, but then he wasn't. So here is another area with a lot to do. Oh, I need to activate him before he goes away. There we go.
Hallucinations are getting to you. Try and fight them.
So we have to kind of beat up the hallucinations, and they will either be Scarecrow's henchmen or they will be hazmat guys. So there's quests to free 10 hazmat workers and then beat up 15 henchmen. So this takes a lot. And then there's also these hazmat officers buy barrels that are usually by trucks. You have to activate them and then protect them for a little while so that the barrel activates. More hallucinations will show up. But not turn into anything. And then sometimes huge guys will show up and it just looks funny.
Okay, take this fear gas barrel to the safe point.
So the save point is back where the quest guy is. That just looks weird. There should be another one just over here. I guess not. They're all over, so it's not very hard to go just a little ways. Oh, that guy turned into nothing. Okay.
Look out!
It's not hard to find them. They're scattered everywhere. You just might have to look a little bit longer for the next one.
Watch my back. I need to get this barrel ready for transport.
Oh, right next to him.
Okay there. You seem a little, crazy.
Let me show you terror.
For the big guys, you can use powers, but because the hallucinations don't take a lot of hits to turn into either good guys or bad guys, it's probably not worth using a power on to beat them until they turn into something. I think we passed another one on the way here. Yes, we did.
We need to get this spear gas barrel out of here. Keep an eye out for me while I secure it.
This is pretty much what this entire area is. You beat up the hallucinations until they turn into good guys or bad guys, and then save them X number of times, and then you take these barrels back. And you just do that over and over until you're done. So I will meet you back when I'm done. I need one more hazmat guy. Come on. Give him to me.
No, wait.
There we go.
You're not thinking straight.
Alright, so we're done with both quests.
The hallucinations get stronger the more you're exposed to the gas. Hang in there. Once we take out Scarecrow, the nightmare will end. For everyone.
So I guess I was talking before when I ran across this, but we'll get this now. Oh no.
Experiment 504. The rostral anterior cingulate cortex gives us some semblance of control over us.
Dr. Tompkins has finished synthesizing my antidote, but Scarecrow's gang is assaulting the area to keep the doctors and Hazmat from helping anyone. Protect the doctors, and ensure as many citizens as possible get that antidote.
I'm not sure if the investigation audio finished. This is not a collectible, but it is kind of like achievement. This right next to the cinema sign, there's this barbed wire thing, and this is the Wayne Memorial. So this is where Bruce Wayne's parents were killed, and there's a little bundle of roses. Which way are we supposed to be going right now? This way.